let me at the locker room. Well, come to find out, you know, I was over here behind the HEB on Bluff Springs, right? Come to find out, the nigga stayed right there on South, on fucking Congress and William Cannon behind the Popeyes right there. So me and Rhonda had went over there and hung out and everything. He paid me. Yeah, cause that's when he was with some girl.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is.
It's basically
any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle.
It was you. 07 was he?
I wasn't over at that man's house.
We did go over there. He was barbecuing. He invited us over there.
Yep.
Snoop breaking up. Okay.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues,
went on Bill.
For those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It was all right. There was a lot of cornerbacks out there.
2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running is Jacobs. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. So they go with a slant. It works.
All right, fellas, I'll holler at y'all, man.
Because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Bravo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No score after one on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 25 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Goff. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian Kirk, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff working right. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Y'all see who disappeared in free agency?
Extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No, I should have picked him up.
Goff now to throw.
Pretty sure. Unless I missed him.
Probably the wise decision there.
Pretty sure I don't see him.
He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win the game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Nah, it's like my 2nd or 3rd.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He's weak, but he's good. He's just... Nah. Left
the Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Straight.
And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I think he made pain for JB.
Into the game that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do late last week.
2 yards in the carry there.
94
acceleration. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute
Dude,
warning.
Hawks took. Still
See
my
if
pick.
they do it anyway.
Safety.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Yeah,
He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They
Got
keep
the
this
first
up,
overall
they'll
pick.
get to that end zone real fast.
Yeah, he traded for it. He traded the 4th and 32nd.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Is he?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this weekend. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well.
O-line's a beast, though. You see that O-lineman?
So a loss of 5.
95 strength, hidden. 73 speed, too. Now that dude's a beast. He's a star, I mean.
They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
Quarterback ahead. Look at his quarterback, 95 throw pass. Dang.
Picket fence in front of him.
Yeah, good draft there.
Get upfield.
Now Allen, he completes it to the tight end.
No, throw pass.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But
and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have
which quarterbacks are hidden? Saints. He's a superstar. Damn.
And the lead is now 14-10.
You know he's trading down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return. They'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Alright, one's a hidden. They all hidden?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
One's
and
hidden.
with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball down.
This guy's a hidden too.
They get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
Hello.
They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Thanks for your There's a hidden too. What the? Sorry.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hold on, man.
Hey, lift!
Just pulled that thing out.
Now gone.
Superstar at the end too. Yeah.
Steps away to his left.
Dang. You already looked at all his dudes?
Double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny
Good.
Moore.
Good job so
And a
far.
big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He tackled him this time.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
Another hidden.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Hold on.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to get a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hold on, man.
From the gun on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
19! He's coming, check in. I don't think you got it,
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Make sure you got the gas fit. Hold on, make sure you ain't pay yet.
Stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and
It's all make boot in my books.
On second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and 2, Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
Have you no catch it?
Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Yeah, tell Mark I'll be ready at 11. I had to show up at 11, something like that. Client.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I said tell you to be ready at 11. Something like that.
Here's Allen. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You're lying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go Gur. But man, you play my division, you got these.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Baby, gone.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. Loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in,
oh my God,
there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot.
The 3-yard line. Yeah, the 3-yard line.
Yet they find a way to
got cracked.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense.
Hold on, against you? Hold on.
So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is really ready to take care of it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Goff.
You see his running back.
To go deep for Kirk.
Only a star.
Complete.
Hold on, man.
They're too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on this.
Oh, he dropped it.
This game,
oh,
from both teams, and there's another nice example.
He's acting the
fool.
So the incomplete pass on the
he's out there trying to catch it one-handed and run with it. Yeah. One thing. Showboat.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
No. That's what. Uh-oh.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That turn injuries on. Doesn't matter. I'm going to play anyway.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh.
Back to throw. Goff. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They look to throw instead.
Man, if you don't have the broadcast, don't talk, man.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 21
Ravens.
yards there on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
You ain't pay your 10, brother.
A little gentle push off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Well, enjoy your last game. Well, enjoy that game while it lasts.
2nd and 6.
Oh, okay.
To throw is Goff.
Oh, okay. That's a good point, but you still got to say it.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Better, yeah, no.
Especially the little guys like we're watching here are just quicker than fast.
I said, okay, sounds good.
And they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Sounds good, buddy.
But already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different.
Thanks, sir.
As we come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
Hold on, man.
Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's nice to have Saquon back, though. Oh! Thought that.
That could very well be a defining play in this game.
Oh, okay.
A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards
Oh, okay.
there.
I hear that.
Big play right there.
I played.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Pro Bowler.
Well, as far as
Didn't even play every game.
nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Oh, I threw a pick.
One more time with Jacobs. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Goff. Now he'll escape to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal.
Oh,
Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed, before this one is over.
Damn, Mike Mark didn't score. Touchdown.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about
Look at this fullback is, man.
Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really, with the 4-minute offense is
31 run block for now.
So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah,
fumble that,
perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Oh, baby.
In all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Playing at the random.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively.
Staring at the door, is that he said?
1:50 left in the football game. To throw is Allen.
Damn, fumbled the ball.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. Contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost.
Damn, Gary, they're trying to lose.
Yeah, wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
And some room to work. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now a carry for Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The open man here, Renfro. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw.
Oh, my God.
It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, kind of a strange end to this one. They had the game won, wanted to go for 2 more points. I guess one good thing for the defense, they didn't allow them those 2 points.
No, they didn't. It almost feels like they were trying to tack on those points to increase someone's fantasy score or something like that, because that wasn't necessary at all. And the defense, they got some measure of satisfaction by not allowing those extra 2.
So for the Bills, They can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.